Hi everyone, this is Paul Lange from Disciplined Trading Strategies with this week's Trade of the Week video. This is the week ending 10/13 of 2019. This date it happened was on Friday the 11th, just before noon a little bit. The stock was Nvda. The strategy was based on a 60-minute major resistance DSS, one of my favorites, and the entry was on a 1-minute major resistance DSS. Management simple, reward to risk 3.3 to 1. It all occurred in that afternoon in about 1/2 trading day. Before we get to the charts on that real quick, here are the free events this week at DTS. October the 16th, Wednesday night, will be a DTS question and answer night. It's not an educational event, only show up if you want to ask questions or hear more about the DTS free and paid for services. And on Saturday the 19th at 9 o'clock, we'll do another little coffee with Paul. Just a quick little half hour, 45 minutes. Usually have a topic or two to talk about, quick chat about the market, and take any questions from you. This is the daily chart of Nvda. The daily chart here is kind of relevant because it had those two prior highs right in here. And we came up to test it again that particular trading day, and after the trading day it looked like that. We leave another little topping tail up in there. It's not that that is really necessarily a key resistance area, but part of it is how we got there that morning that made it worthwhile. Here's a little better look at that resistance area on the 60-minute chart. You can see that last prior daily high right there, which was the key. We attacked that on a 4-day rally and a gap up run into that area. Boom, that's what it looked like afterwards, and most all the profit came. Well, actually, you'll see it in more detail in a minute, but part of the profit was very quickly on that first bar and then at the end of the day for the rest of the profit. Here is the 5-minute chart that gives you a little better view of what was going on. This is that rally into the prior high on the hourly and daily chart. And it actually was, I think, a good strategy to short it right up in there. I had already done a couple of other plays up in that area, and full disclosure here, while this was a great play, it was actually just a comeback play for me on what ended up being a losing day. I had a very strong bias the market would pull in. It did. But I started too soon. I took some stocks that did not have relative weakness and they hung with the market. And this Nvda was a nice play, but unfortunately I had a couple before that that didn't work out. So Nvda in here, I didn't take it up in here. I took some other stuff up in there, and the Nvda ended up being an entry right in there. Great entry right at what I would consider to be a significant minor resistance area. And then also as we started to go sideways, I came in and picked it right off the top of that 5-minute chart, 5-minute, 1-minute major resistance area. Entry 188.23, stop 188.87. Nice quick drop initially right to the prior low, and that quick of a drop to the prior low, you take some. I took a third, and you can see it took a while for the rest to happen. We started grinding back, boom, 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 and it wasn't until the end of the day that I grabbed the rest of that. It had a nice drop into the close, which I suspected the market would do. It just took all day to do it. This is the 1-minute chart, gives you a little better view. The chart is starting at about 10:45. They're off on the left, and you can see the entry came in right in there. Just after 11:30 a little bit, entry under 188.23, just coming underneath that little continuation setup. It's only 25 cents about off the high of the day on a larger size stock like that. Was really a great entry, I thought, and it really helped contribute to the overall profit, giving it a high reward to risk. Target 1 you can see there's on this chart, just going a little past noon, and then target 2 of course is off the chart to the right going into the close. You can't see that on this chart. This, like the other plays, done in the DTS Trading Room. If you'd like to come join us, even if you have a morning or two per week free, I think it's worthwhile to come in and start learning, earning some extra profit. We focus primarily on getting the job done the opening hour of the day. Sometimes we take a look at some other stuff, and on some occasions we're there later in the day if that's what the market pattern dictates, like it did on this particular Friday. Until next time, this is Paul for DTS. Good trading, everybody.